Hello everybody, it's the Spawn Excavator here. As you absolutely know by now, I am the Minecraft Anarchy expert bar none, and I know everything there is to know about the two main Minecraft Anarchy servers, 2b2t and P-Anarchy. Today, I'm going to talk about an extremely controversial topic, and what that is why hiding on 2b2t is way easier than you think. I was inspired to do a dedicated video on this topic because of some comments on my previous video which touched on this topic. There seems to be a need now to completely lay out why hiding on 2b2t is easy and exactly how this all works. Let's start with some good old 2b2t mathematics. Here is the largest generated map of 2b2t ever released publicly by Dark Pork Chop, which is the enormous size of 256,000 blocks by 256,000 blocks. We will be using this map as our basis for understanding how big the fully generated current map of 2b2t actually is. It has been publicly stated that less than 1% of 2b2t's entire possible 30 million by 30 million block square Minecraft map has been generated. I want to be generous to 2b2t and round it up to 1%. For the purposes of this video demonstration, we will say that 2b2t have generated 1% of the total possible 30 million by 30 million block Minecraft overworld. This means that if we were to take 2b2t's starfish generated map and box it into a square, 1% of a 30 million by 30 million block map is a 3 million by 3 million block square map. If we are to take our base 256k map and expand it to 3 million by 3 million square, you would need 137 of Dark Pork Chop's 256k maps to equal the total currently generated overworld of 2b2t. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How many Dark Pork Chop 256k maps would you need to create a square 30 million by 30 million block square Minecraft map? Which is the total possible size 2b2t could get to, as you know. For a full 30 million by 30 million block Minecraft map, 13,733 Dark Pork Chop maps are needed. If we subtract from that the 137, it means that 2b2t has the equivalent of 13,596 Dark Pork Chop 256k overworld maps worth of ungenerated map that has never been generated or explored in 2b2t's entire lifespan, with no resets from supposedly 2010, although that has been debated. What this means in practical terms is that the overwhelmingly vast majority of 2b2t's map has never been generated and likely never will be. I've mentioned it in a previous video, but a fully generated 30 million by 30 million Minecraft map is estimated to cost 2,500 petabytes, which is just not possible to store on modern HDDs, which currently max out at 37 terabytes. Now, that's the reason the full map will never be generated on 2b2t, but how do you hide on the existing map easily? And why do some players seem to think that it's hard? Well, there's a client-side hack that allows players to see something called chunk trails. These are trails of generated map which let hackers know where a player has been. Crucially, this only works if you're following players into a newly generated map. It does not work on existing generated map, as there are no new chunk trails. So, if you were to take Dark Pork Chop's 256k map and hide in it, then you would be much harder to find than if you spawned into a new map and generated new chunks out from spawn. Hackers can only follow your trails on new map. So, the little known fact about 2B2T is that it is much easier to hide on parts of the map that have already been generated. Hackers are simply looking for trails. They aren't looking over the generated map because they're blind. What would be a way to ensure that you're never found, with the statistics favouring you not being found for years, if not forever? I'd wager that hiding on 2B2T's existing generated map over 10k from spawn, off major axis, you could remain hidden for years, especially if you remain unannounced and nobody was looking for you. The odds of being randomly stumbled upon are remote. But how to up the ante and make it next to impossible? You'd want to go to the Nether and generate a massive area within it, far from 0-0. Mix it up with the existing generated Nether so there are no direct trails or paths. And then you want to backtrack over the huge area of Nether that you've generated, say 20k by 20k, and choose a spot for your portal. Portal through to the overworld and set your bed. Go back through the portal, destroy it, replace the block so the landscape is natural generation again, go somewhere away from the portal and die, spawn back to your bed. Do not announce this to anyone and you will never be found. And this is supported by statistical probability of what I've presented to you today. Why do I say to never announce it? This brings me to a controversy that will have its own dedicated video for, but to touch on it lightly, I'll say that rumours have circulated that Spawn Masons hold admin on 2B2T, and if you were to announce your base publicly, then the Spawn Masons may have reason to teleport to your base and grief it. This has been claimed to happen, but it is highly censored and it's a controversial topic. It dovetails into one of the most extreme conspiracies that's been alleged on 2B2T, which is that Pop Bob was house with admin terrorising his own players. However, that is a tale for another day. Right now, all you need to know is this: 2B2T, if we are generous, have generated 1% of their total possible map. Just that alone should tell you how much 2B2T is explored, or not explored. It's not much of a dent in the overall scale of the 30 million square full-size Minecraft map, especially as the claimed generated percentage is actually 0.002%, so we've been very generous today to 2B2T. And the reason we are generous is simply this: without 2B2T, there would be no Minecraft Anarchy as we know it today. So even though 2B2T have many issues, we must remain thankful for the amazing genre that 2B2T has created, even if that genre may have outgrown its creator a bit. This has been the Spawn Excavator, holding my old pipe and weaving your tales from sunny Glasgow. Be safe out there, and remember, never announce your base on 2B2T, or you may have invisible spawn masons show up, or so the legend goes. Stay alert and keep on your toes. In Twist, over and out.